royal, classy, elegant. Some 20 over cars arrived in Dataran Shah Alam, eager to start their journey. Their destination, Kuala Perlis. The distance, over 500 kilometers. A distance that would not have been a problem for these cars when they were at their prime. Among the vehicles taking part were a couple of classic Rolls Royces, BMWs, a Ferrari, and even a little Beetle. Selangor Menteri Besar Tan Sri Khalid checked out some of the cars taking part in the rally. He later flagged them off. And the journey begins. Also following the convoy was a trailer carrying some of the classic cars, which included a 1925 Chevrolet, one of the few remaining. The convoy made its way to the highway with police escort. It's going to be a long and tiring journey, and the drivers were all geared up for the adventure. The convoy made a stop in Tapa Rest area for refueling. Some of the drivers took time off to check their cars and cool down the engines. The journey continued, with other cars slowing down to check out the classics on the highway. The convoy exited at Taiping for lunch and Friday prayers. After lunch and a small break, it was back on the road. The cars made another pit stop at Butterworth, this time at one of the branches of Nationwide Express. After a small tour of the delivery company and tea, the cars refueled and continued their journey to Kuala Perlis. The convoy reached Kuala Perlis at night. The next day, the cars went for a drive around town visiting a few places. Among the stops was an old folks' home. The convoy participants took some time off to chat with some of the old folks. The home, run by the federal government, houses some 50 over old folks. Back at the hotel, some of the drivers spoke about their cars and the journey.
My Volkswagen Beetle, I've had it since, not so much me, my mother, when she was pregnant with me back in good old 1970. That's when she bought the car brand new, and I would be the second generation of the Volkswagen owner, already taking care of the Bogie. That's her name, by the way.
This motor car is the BMW 3.0 CS. They have a few versions of this at that time. This is one of the versions of the sports car. This 3.0 CS is the two-doors model.
My favorite car is this one. As you can see, this is a limping. It's called a limping lady, and it's a Rolls-Royce Corniche. It's a 6.8 liter engine. It's actually a sports car. It's a convertible, and it runs very well.
The Raja of Perlis, Duli Yang Maha Mulia, Tuanku Syed Sirajuddin Ibni Almarhum Tuanku Syed Putra Jamalulail, accompanied by his wife, were the guests of honor for lunch. However, before lunch, the Raja had a glimpse of some of the vehicles on display. The Raja Perempuan and her granddaughters even took a ride on the 1925 Chevrolet. After that, the royal family had lunch with the convoy and presented them with certificates. Nationwide Express Chairman Ms. Rosilawati Haji Base shared her thoughts on her rally so far.
Now, this 3 days, 2 nights program is in conjunction with, or rather, is to celebrate Nationwide Express's 25 years in the logistics business. So, because it's our silver jubilee, and the correlation is that for a car to be classified as classic, it has to be at least 25 years and above. So, you know, being 25, meaning the company being 25, and my personal passion is in collect classic cars. So that was the correlation.
The final day, it was time to head back home. Of the 20 cars that made the journey, only half were able to make the journey back. Some of the drivers decided to stay back and travel at their own pace with the fear of breaking down. Before leaving Perlis, the convoy made a stop at the Perlis Royal Gallery on invitation by the Raja Muda of Perlis. The guide gave a small tour of some of the artifacts on display. After that, the convoy continued their journey to Alor Star. In Alor, a visit to the Balai Besar to see some of the car collection of the Sultan of Kedah was followed by lunch and refueling. Finally, it was time to head back home. The journey back to Kuala Lumpur under the hot scorching sun proved a challenge indeed for some of the cars. Nevertheless, the convoy managed to get back to Kuala Lumpur by 9 PM safe and sound. The convoy was greeted by the Selangor tourism, followed by a light dinner. It was an adventurous and tiring journey indeed. Aaron Raj, The Star, Malaysia.